It's a trip of a lifetime that many people wish they could have made, being at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. And for anyone still toying with the idea of going, our sports reporter Patrick Dybell takes a look at how much a visit on a whim to Brazil would actually cost you.
So we've been watching a week's worth of Olympics, and if you're not here in Rio and you really want to be, it's not too late. You can still come and catch the final few days of action. And you know what? You can do it on the cheap as well. It's going to cost you, depending where you're coming from, let's say around $500 for return flights to Rio and back. Then you've got accommodation. If you really want to go cheap, you can get that for $20 a night in a hostel. And so that's going to be around $200 tops for you. Then there's a bit of spending money, $100, and the big one. Obviously, if you're coming to Rio, you want to see some sport. That's going to cost you around $40 for the cheap seats. You want to go to 5 or 6 of those, that's another $200. You can do the whole trip for a week on about $1,000 US. And you know what? Some of the people we've been speaking to over the last couple of days here in Rio de Janeiro say that's pretty fair as well.
Some things are cheap, some things are more expensive, but overall, if you want to eat like a local, you can do it on a decent budget. So.
Well, actually, I'm from São Paulo. I'm from Brazil,
okay.
So it's not as expensive as from people that are coming from out of Brazil. But I don't know. I think that's something you got to ask for who's coming from Europe.
The exchange currently is better than any other visit I've had. So in that sense, I'm not finding that there's no one's trying to price gouge or anything. The prices are about what they have been in the past, in my opinion.
But if doing the Olympics on the cheap isn't for you, well, don't worry, we've got a very, very expensive option coming up for you. You can catch business class flights here to Rio de Janeiro. That's about $2,500, $3,000 worth of flights just to get here and home again. Then you've got luxury accommodation. $4,000 a night was the best one we found, so there's 20 grand for a few nights stay. Then, of course, if you're going to do it, you do it properly, and that means the best seats in the house at all the big events. There's a couple of more $1,000. We add it all up, it's going to cost you in the ballpark of $25,000 for the next week's worth of high-level sporting events. But I tell you what, that's not going to break your bank. What will break your bank are these little babies. These are coconuts. Now, they only cost 5 reals each, Brazilian reals. But I tell you what, once you have one, you're going to have some more.